In our polarized world, it can be overwhelming to think of gathering our families together this year for Seder. We can all think of at least one relative who holds very different views about what an authentic Seder should include, or what our country's leaders should be doing, or what to make of the latest news from Israel. A friend told me he's thinking about not inviting any family members who think, believe, or vote differently than him. I understand that temptation, but I also know we must not close ourselves off from each other or the world. Instead, what if at Seder we can model serious, respectful debate? What if, like the Talmudic sage Hillel, we can begin our arguments with the plausibility of the opposing view? I know it's a high bar and maybe even a bit risky, but it can maybe raise us above the fray. Here's an example. This year, as we retell the story of life under Pharaoh's oppression and consider the pharaohs of our own time, remember that no party or place has a monopoly on virtue or vice. At our Seder, I'm planning to focus attention less on Pharaoh's cruelty and more on his defiant daughter, who saves baby Moses by pulling him from the Nile. In turn, Moses saves our ancestors. Maybe we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for this Egyptian princess. Would we have gone free or received the Torah if it hadn't been for her? What if the true hero of the Passover story is an Egyptian? The compassion and bravery shown by this woman is truly remarkable. How many of us have that much compassion? How many of us would be willing to defy a cruel decree for a person or group completely unlike us? But there's more to the Haggadah than the empathetic daughter of an Egyptian dictator. B'chol dor vador omdim aleinu l'chalutenu. In every generation, there arise those who want to destroy us. Hamas surely fits that description, but they're not the only ones who wish us harm. Anti-Semitism threatens our lives here in North America and around the world. The Exodus story reminds us of the vulnerability of our own people, especially in the face of the modern-day plague of anti-Jewish hate. And it reminds us of the ties that bind us to our fellow Jews, even if they practice Judaism differently. At the end of the Seder, we open the door, hoping that just maybe this will be the year that Elijah shows up to straighten out the mess of our world, heralding a time of redemption. But we don't need to be passive bystanders, waiting for someone else to pick up the pieces of our broken world. I prefer the Jewish teaching that we are not commanded to finish the task, but neither are we free from doing our part to build a more just, compassionate, and loving world. One way we are doing that is by voting in the World Zionist Congress elections. This is a rare opportunity for North American Jews to ensure that our reform movement has the resources and representation to support democracy, pluralism, and justice in Israel, values we hold dear at every Seder table. Like our ancestors, our lives are full of questions and challenges, joys and hardships. The story of Passover is one of brokenness and challenge, of individual action and collective liberation. Let it inspire us this Passover to always pursue a world of ever greater wholeness for us and for all people. After we say L'Shana Haba'ah B'Yerushalayim, next year in Jerusalem, our family will add, next year, a world without hate, a world without fear, a world brimming with compassion, justice, love, and hope. Chag Sameach. Happy Passover.